An internal watchdog group for the Department of Justice says the agency has what they call systemic issues when it comes to handling sexual harassment allegations. In the report, the Inspector General's office details 3 specific cases. One includes a senior employee who admitted to stalking and hacking into his female colleague's computer. Another, a lawyer accused of peeping on his coworkers as they were nursing. In these instances, the accused offender even received performance awards after the claims were brought against them. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid is in Washington. Paula, the DOJ claims to have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to harassment. How are these instances able to slip by, essentially?
Well, Elaine, as you just described, I mean, this is a truly shocking report. The Justice Department, they're all about documenting, they're all about keeping files. And here, what this report found was that their paper record system, so for documenting these harassment complaints, was so poor that when they went to investigate it, they were finding additional complaints that had no documentation. In some instances, Elaine, the investigators were forced to rely on the memory of a human resources official to actually get information about complaints. So here it's just a systemic breakdown of any logical framework in which to collect complaints, investigate them, or punish the alleged perpetrators.
Well, the report cites 3 very specific examples, but says there are more instances. What was the scope of this review?
So this review looked at 11 complaints between 2011 and the first half of 2016. But during the review, they found additional complaints. They were discovering new complaints that there were no records for. So it actually wound up being even beyond the scope that was originally intended.
Were there any findings related to the process for disciplining offending employees?
Yeah, it was fascinating. They found that it was very inconsistent in terms of the punishments that were doled out. They also noted that high-performing employees tended to get lesser punishments, and that some of those employees who were accused of harassment, Elaine, some of them even received performance awards at the Justice Department. And these are very serious matters. You noted some of them in the introduction. We're talking about groping, hacking into someone's computer, cyber stalking, also peeping into a colleague's office. These are very serious allegations. So the fact that they weren't documenting them and were even giving some of these people awards, it's pretty stunning.
Yeah, well, going forward, Paula, what changes can we expect the DOJ to implement when it comes to the way it handles sexual harassment claims?
Well, this all falls on the shoulders of the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein. As the Deputy Attorney General, he's in charge of all personnel matters at the Justice Department, and he released a statement. He said, "It is fortunate that there are relatively few substantiated incidents of sexual harassment, but even one incident is too many." And he promised to follow through on some of the suggestions that were made by the internal watchdog, and those include, getting a system in place. Have some files, make sure they're accurate, make sure that you're keeping track of what is actually going on, and of course also some consistency for punishment across different people regardless of their work performance.
Yeah, it's a really stunning report.